I just want to say that, I just want to address that. Like, a lot of times we compare ourselves to other people's gifts, and we were in awe of someone's gift, and we feel like our gift is less than because it doesn't put because in our mind it's not as as that gift, when in actuality whatever you have as your gift will put someone else in awe. And on top of that, the gift doesn't even have to come with an awe, because look, a woman who is good with children, that's a serious role and a very important role, and it's not a role or a gift that comes with a awe, but it's very appreciated. So we have to really learn how to play our position and understand that our position is just our position. It's not about being less than or better than. It's just about being the best at your position, whatever it is. If you do that, you're helping everything move efficiently if you're playing your position. See, people be trying to play other positions because they feel like their position is not enough. When in actuality, them not playing their position is messing it up for the whole flow of everything. And that's the problem with our society. We've been taught to only appreciate certain things. We're not taught to appreciate the gardener, the caretaker. Those simple things are important.
Yes. Starts to a whole.
And then we don't appreciate the simple things like just being present with each other. We take that for granted. The person that sits and listens and allows you to be truthfully who you are.
Yes.
In this modern culture, that's looked upon as, I'd rather, where the money at though? Where the bottles?
No.
Right? We more concerned about all of that, and the brother J. Cole, the rapper, spoke about this. He said, I got this record deal, I got the money, then I realized I'm still not happy. I'm still not happy. And he said, when you're in that position, it'll never be enough. It'll always be about more money, more women, the next car. So until you stop and be like, hold on, let me start appreciating the little things, like the connections with people. I love what I do because I love connecting with people and talking. A good time for me is sitting down, having good food with good people, talking.
Yes.
And listening to music.
Yes.
Oh yeah, music.
Yes.
I'd rather do that than go to the club any day.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think that we got so far away from communal activities
Just
that
disconnected.
we're disconnected with the essence of what's really important.
I like that. Communal activities.
And we have to come back to that way of being. And the only way we can do that is we have to heal whatever it is within us that inspires us to promote separatism with this ego. Like, I'm better. No, you go. People vibe together who are on certain frequencies. But even within that, like, it's still, the ego can come in and be this competitive thing. People need to come together, vibe together, and realize that it's not about being better. It's about working together. Period.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. So we're in neighborhoods. We're not in communities. These are neighborhoods. We don't even know our neighbors' names.
It's funny because you're only 15 minutes away from where I'm at right
Really?
now. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I looked at the thing and I was like, because when you said Decatur, I'm still getting used to Georgia because I just moved here literally not even a month ago.
Oh wow.
Now look at this.
Yeah.
Now you see this? Atlantis is rising.
You're 15 minutes away.
There
Because
are
I'm
no-
right
you-
over there off the
Are you
west
seeing
end.
the magic right
I
now?
am seeing
I
the
looked, I
magic
said,
right
this
now.
is like right down the street.
Catherine
That's
lives right
amazing.
here in Decatur. The woman I do the yin yang conversation.
Right.
She's here. I'm expecting to get a house here in the spring and the summer.
But how funny was it earlier when you and I were talking on Facebook and you were like, I'm moving to Atlanta. And I was like, shut up. I'm moving to Atlanta too. You know, it's just crazy. I noticed, you know,
Yeah.
just like you said, like over the past 8 months for me, the people that I've reached out to, I didn't know where they were beforehand. It would
Right.
come up later in conversation. Oh, that's where I am, or that's where I live, and I'm like, well, that's where I'm going.
I'm
But for
telling
me, it was just like
Yeah.
I needed to do some healing, and I needed to be around a different space. Like I needed to really start fresh. Like I quit my job that I've had for a couple of years now. Decided that I don't want to do that type of healthcare anymore. I've been certified for about 10 years, and I knew as far as healing and helping people, I've always been able to do that. And since when something's wrong with my, patients, they love me to death. They come to me and tell me all kinds of stuff. Like I didn't never, and people have a tendency of doing that, like never meeting me and just pouring out all kinds of stuff to me. And
Sign of a healer.
And I just sit.
Messenger. /messenger. Yep, that's what it
And
is.
I'm like, they don't know me from a can. A guy stopped me at the gas station yesterday, and he was like, "Can I talk to you?" He was like, "You just look like I can just talk to you." And I said, "Sure." And he was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you." And I already knew that he needed something, and I was just like, "What do you need?" But he still wanted to tell a story, so I gave him that opportunity, and he was like, "You're just a delight." And he gave me a hug and shook my hand, and people were like looking at me at the gas station like, "You didn't just let random people just come up to you?" I was like, "Father, I know that could have been my angel meeting to tell me something." I said, "So I don't turn stuff like that away." I said, "Because he came to me," and I said, "As far as I know," he said, "He probably didn't even need that money, but it wasn't my place to ask." Because my grandmother and mother always said, if someone comes up to you and asks you for something and you have it to give to them, then give it to them. You don't question why they need it. If you have it, give it to them. If you don't, you don't. But if you do, give. It's not taking anything away from you. So, and he talked, and he told me about his problems with his old lady, and she kicked him out, and they got into an argument and stuff, and he was like, I said, just give her a couple of days. I said, we get like that sometimes. I said, just give her some time. I said, she loves you. And he said, I appreciate you. And I said, you have a good day. And he said, can I give you a hug again? And I was just like,
he want to get all up in that energy.
Yeah, he was like, he said,
you vibrating on high. Can I touch
and he
you?
was like, your aura. And I'm just like,
he actually said aura?
Yeah, he said aura. And it's crazy because I came here, I was here like a week and went to Little 5 Points just to walk around and get me some more crystal junkies.
See, we got to go to Little 5 Points.
Is there a crystal store?
Yep, Crystal Blue.
But you got to go to Phoenix and Dragons out there.
Oh, I forgot about Phoenix and Dragon. That's in Sandy Springs,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
That's up north.
And see, I'm going to start this shamanic teaching.
Is that right?
And I start in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Congratulations.
So, because I went to their healing circle, and it was so much wrong with that circle.
I used to go there all the time.
It was just...
You got to come. We went to a chant yesterday with Catherine.
Oh, yes.
The medicine chant circle. It was powerful.
It's so powerful.
The energy was beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
They do it every
fabulous.
Wednesday. Catherine goes every Wednesday.
Really?
So I'm going to connect you with Catherine.
Okay.
It was
Yes.
And see,
I was like...
See, I'm an energy junkie. It's just like I feel like I pick up on stuff all the time. So it's like, and it's just... It's good, and like my instructor, because I just started massage therapy because I actually wanted to do that years ago, and said, you know what, I'm gonna start doing stuff for me. So I quit my job, left my house that I had in South Carolina, everything that I owned, everything. I literally came in here, could fit in my truck.
You see what I'm talking about, the urgency, how people just leaping,
Yes.
including you.
I have 2 sons.
No comment. Go ahead.
I have 2 sons that... I have one whose father lives in South Carolina, the other one whose father lives in Florida. I said, take them.
Really?
I said, as far as being a woman and a mother, I've done all I can do.
I know that's
Because
right.
you know what?
Because I'm a woman. I cannot teach them.
It's this urgency. You on your mission. And it's time to come to Atlanta to get it popping.
And they
That's
told
what's
me,
happening.
they was like, Courtney.
Oh, you got a message?
They said, Courtney, we were actually wanting to ask you the same thing, but we figured, how mothers are, no, you can't have my babies. So they were like, they didn't want to ask. I was like,
wow, interesting.
Yeah.
and
Very
my
interesting.
oldest son's father, we didn't have the best relationship starting out, but like I tell people, you have to give people time and just meet them where they are, even if that's not in the same space. And he says, you know, my mistake, he says, you have a gift and you need to soar. And he said, my mistake was ever thinking that I could control or contain.
Wow.
Because
How emotionally mature was that?
I cried on that phone because he was like, you know, I did a lot of things that were hurtful, thinking that it would control you, but I learned that that's not your nature.
Wow.
He said, you are a free spirited person. Your energy, he's like, you cannot
Be contained.
right. And he said, and that was my mistake, thinking that I could cage you. He said, that's not who you are.
Beautiful revelation.
And he says, it's your time now to soar. You giving me time to get myself in a place financially. I have a family and stuff now. Actually, I need my son more than he needs me. And he says, when can I get him? And I was on the phone and I just cried and I told him, I said, you know, I love you. And people were like, how you gonna sit there and tell that man that? And listen, I was like, no. I said, I still love him. I said, as an individual, I said, he's not a bad person. People just are different and they're different places and I don't judge them.